meaning of wind or the air or the gas. So especially it has a neutral quality, and also it's a light and rough quality. And according to traditional Tibetan medicine, which is divided in 5 divisions, and which here we call the 5 root divisions. As we see here, one is life-sustaining wind, ascending wind, all-pervasive wind, fire-accompanying wind, and descending wind. And each of these wind, they have their own locations and they have their own characteristics. According to Western medicine, so this wind energy system is quite close to our brain function or our nervous system. And second humor is called the bile. So in Tibetan it's called the chipa. Chipa means burning or giving the heat. And this bile energy is coming from the speed, and speed is creating the heat, and which is also very important. Especially it's important for regulation of our body temperature and our heat and blood circulation and so on. Here we see clearly the bile is divided in 5 different types, and the first one is the main one. It's called the digestive bile, which is presenting in the small intestine, and especially working for the digestion and absorption aspect. And then also there are other 4 types of bile, which is color producing bile, and energizing bile, and also vision producing bile, and complexion clearing bile. There are 5 different types of biles. They have their own locations and they have their own physiological functions. Third humor is the phlegm. In Tibetan it's called the pa ken. That means a combination of earth, water and the earth. And the main one is called the supporting phlegm. So this phlegm is mainly supporting, or this phlegm energy refers our body fluids like blood fluids or lymph fluid and so on. Here we see the combination, the phlegm is combination of 2 elements, because this liquid part and the solid part in our body is present much more than the movement or the temperature, the heat. And that's why phlegm contains 2 different type of elements, and these elements we would say it's presenting much in our physical body much more than other 2 humors. It is also divided in 5 different types, and the first one is supporting phlegm. So this is the main phlegm, which presents in our sternum and supporting for all other 4 types of phlegm energies. And then we have different phlegm energies from humors here. So as you see the different type of phlegms, and they have their own locations and different functions. When these 3 humors, they maintain their balance, that means our energy is in good condition, or our energy is healthy. But if these 3 humors, they lose from different causes, if they lose the balance, and then they are becoming imbalanced. And this part is 7 bodily constituents, and these parts are more like about physical aspect. So in the physical aspect, we're talking about chyle and blood and muscles and the fat and bones, bone marrow, reproductive fluids. And so in Tibetan medicine, in the body aspect, like body tissues are mainly represented by 7 bodily constituents. And same time also it is presented through the 3 excretions, and the stool and urine, perspiration, and these 3 also presented with 7 body constituent, and all together we call the health of physical body. So that means we need a good energy. If we have a good energy or balanced energy, and that makes this our physical part, physical appearance also maintain the good balance. And so the physical good balance is depending the 7 bodily constituents and the 3 excretions. Normally the third stage of the balance should be the balance of mind. And these 3, the balance of mind, represented through 3 fruits. This called the fruit of the happiness, and the fruit of the wealth, and the fruit of the dharma. So, and the mental health, it's important everybody achieves the happiness. This is the most important, the mental balance. And then second is wealth. So wealth means rich mind. It also refers to physical richness, material rich, but here especially very good to understand the rich of mind. So that means we don't have too much desires or attachments. And then the mental balance, one aspect is about dharma, and this dharma is speaking how we can understand interdependent philosophy, or how we can understand the base philosophy of our human life, and which is also very important. If we have a very precise philosophy, we can study and we can practice, and that makes our mind more balanced or more relaxed. So if we don't have a basic philosophy for our mind, sometimes easy to control our mind, so we lose the control for the mind and emotions and so on. That's why this dharma aspect also very important in the mental health. And here we are talking about imbalances. Imbalances are normally manifested in 3 different ways. The first one is excess, and second one is lack or deficient, and then the third one is disorder. These 3 humors, through the different causes, some of them can be go in excess, and some of them can be in deficient, and some are in disorder. So excess means too much, the energy is too much. It's very easy. If we have a fever, our body temperature goes up like 38, 39, 40. So that means our temperature is in the excess. It's easy to understand. Second one, lack means deficient, like blood deficient, for instance. That's a very physical way to understand. And also the different energies can be lack of this energy or deficient of this energy. Disorder means normally it's quite too close to the excess, and which means one type of this humor, it goes too much and then occupies the circulation of other energies or other humors, and therefore like mixed or disordered circulations, and that's why we call it disorders. According to Tibetan medicine, many cases, the pathology according to 3 humors, we would find more with disorders. So that means energy disorder is quite common. If there is an imbalance, like excess or deficient and disorder, this is already its effect. So in Tibetan medicine is not to just see the effect or just to see the symptoms. We have to look